It is key. It is part of our existence. Yes, information. You got to be informed. Get fully engaged, fully involved. You can escape it. Under no circumstance, no condition can you do without it. Where you are right now in that car, in that keke, in the taxi, the private car, walking by line in your house, at your business center, on the market table, just where you find yourself right now, it is around you. It is not theoretical, it is practical. Look around, you see it. You can feel it, you can touch it, you can talk it. It's just everything, your existence, atmospherically. It's good that you join us this afternoon for King's Local Daily, King's 88.5. We are transmitting from Central Moravia on this 23rd day of January 2026. We've got Sarah Papers and I'm Sam Andrews. These are the papers with your radio vendor, Kings 88.5, pro-government, pro-unity party, pro-Joseph Human Walker, Verity News, seeking truth, inspiring facts, The Inquirer, The New Republic, The Women's Paper, Women Voices, The Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. In profile, The Liberian Investigator, in pursuit of truth and integrity, still celebrating 1 year of existence. The Hot Pepper, We Told, Belong, and The News, the nation's news since 1989. This is not in any one of these papers. You might see it on next week, Monday. George Weah does not need any gathering, does not need to be in any gathering with Joseph Yeoman Boakai. No, any Unity Party people. No, not at all. I can understand the position of Pro Tem Yombly Kanga Lawrence. I know We accept what you said. It's from a purely human perspective. We agree with you, but George Weah does not need to be in the presence of Joseph Yema Boakai and any Unity Party people. Joseph Yema Boakai is wicked to the core, very vindictive. Protem Yomblikanga Lawrence, thank you ever so much, madam. We accept your public statement. It is human, it is biblical, it is everything from whence you spoke. Thank you. Thank you, Protem Yomblikanga Lawrence. But George Weah does not need anything, a gathering with Joseph Yeman Boakai. George Weah does not need any gathering with Unity Party people. We accept it this way. You on your side, we on our side. That is the Moses law, the Mosaic law. You be on your side, we on our side. At least you had your national prayer breakfast with all your Unity Party pastors and bishops and apostles and all the people. Yomblikanga Lawrence, thank you, Mama. You did extremely well in your remarks. George Weah don't need next year to be in Joseph Yema Boakai gathering. George Weah is religious. God is satisfied with George Weah. God does not need George Weah in any gathering with Joseph Yema Boakai. So that your request that you made or your announcement that next year gathering will invite George Weah, it will show a sign of reconciliation, you can keep it. That is not going to happen. Just a couple of days ago, you took Samuel 12 photo from the Ministry of Finance because a given Unity Party minister said that he's on the other side, his image should not be. No, you continue with the vindictive act. The country is divided, we like the division. You stay on your side, we on our side. That's how it is. You stay on your side with your reconciliation, with your apostles, your pastors, your bishop, we stay on our side. We in opposition, we get our own pastors and too. George Weah get a church. Your pastors then can go there. You stay on your side, you do whatever you can do. That's your business. George Weah don't need any gathering. Don't need to be in any gathering with Joseph Yema Boakai. No, God and Satan can be in the same room. It's not possible. Let's begin with the Verity News having sounded of that caution. Just so you know, Yomblikanga Lawrence made a suggestion that the next year national prayer breakfast, which political leader called, and the religious leader bowed to them because they want to feed on their crumbs and get the appeasement and recognition. George Weah will be in next year gathering. They will invite George Weah next year. He will be there. Yomblikanga say it shows a sign of reconciliation. No, they doesn't. That's not reconciliation. Let's begin with Verity News. Overreach backfires. Overreach backfires. LFA appeals. Chairperson pushes back. That's the lead story of Verity News. Multiple football stakeholders, the paper is reporting, have rebuked the president of the Liberia Football Association, Mustafa Raji, overreach and a crackdown on dissent, with some accusing his administration of corruption and leadership failure. And one of those who is affected, Councillor Bachu, she's on the front page alongside LFA President Mustafa Ashola Raji. This is not a typical Liberian name, but then this is Liberia. The two of them are on the front page. The sub-lead story, Diamond Dilemma. Ex-mine minister orders summer. Diamond Dilemma. Ex-mine minister orders summer. The Ministry of Justice has summoned several former officials of the Ministry of Mines and Energy in connection with a controversial 53.34 carat diamond case. Those summoned are Gisela Mura, Emmanuel Titi Swen, Mustafa Tonkara, Kova Besa, among others. Justice denied? The paper is asking. Footnote story, front page. Justice denied? Sodomy victim accuses ministry. The Unity Party man whom is accused of leading his guys to sodomize, gang sodomy, 15-year-old boy. Unity Party Peter Bonjala on the front page, smiling, shows no regret whatsoever for his action. The back page of Verity News, rule of law under threat. Rule of law under threat in the Unity Party government. Rule of law under threat. Senator Nathaniel McGill says, rule of law under threat. Senator McGill says, he's on the back page. That's the back lead of Verity newspaper. Supreme Court rejects LEC prohibition. Supreme Court rejects LEC prohibition. LNP holds high-level FBI delegation. Farmers call for dismissal of agriculture minister. Verity News is out for $40 Liberian this day and this afternoon. If you have not gotten a paper, you need to do, please. Next, the Women Voices newspaper. Lead story, things becoming moderate. Things becoming moderate. In VOA number 1, as residents urge action on sex education. The paper is reporting an unprecedented, alarming level of young children getting pregnant, having children all over the place. This is the lead story. Things becoming moderate. In VOA 1, as residents urge action on sex education. The sub-lead of the Women Voices newspaper, UNICEF equips LCP staff on finance and protection against exploitation and abuse. The back page of the paper, LNP reports 1,564 road accidents in 2025. LNP reports 1,564 road accidents in 2025. 8 injured, total destruction. Ex-mines minister vanishes ahead of the 53-carat diamond earring. The Women Voices is out for $40 Liberian, only 40, no more, no less. You want to get a copy, if you haven't yet, from any one of the vendors, so that you have a full understanding of the lead story. The New Republic is next with 20 minutes after 12 midday. Lead story, 2 years as president. Is Boakai meeting targets? 2 years as president. Is Boakai meeting targets? Reflecting on a leadership rattle with varying persuasions. He's on the front page. The Sublead story, Joel in tears, grasping with pains of loss, consoled by many, including Prezzo, over the passing of her only son. Our condolences again. It pains, it hurts. Something she's going to live with for years. It's hard to live without. The back page. Citizen gave company 48-hour ultimatum over prolonged power crisis in River J. Citizens gave company 48-hour ultimatum over prolonged power crisis in River J. Government steps back on deal, returning 35 yellow machines. Government steps back on deal, returning 35 yellow machines. Call artists, government. All right, we agree. For argument's sake, and you say you're returning the 35 pieces of machines, we just as you paraded them, we want to see the same parade to the Freeport of Monrovia, boarding the ship, then we'll be convinced. The same way you paraded them, just put them online, straight to the Freeport. Let's see if there is nothing surreptitious or nothing hidden. Since you're returning the 35 pieces, convince the people of your country. Take those 35 pieces, physically let the people see the 35 pieces going to Freeport, board the ship, and then. And if it can be seen, if you do it dubiously, you do it Nicodemously, then your announcement was a blatant lie. Do a broad day. Let it be transparent. Broad day. You showcase the 35 pieces of machines. Broad day. Let's see the same way broad day as you're returning them. Be in profile daily. Lead story. Supreme Court to close LEC. The paper is asking. Supreme Court to close LEC. The corporation, according to court's record, has refused to honor judgment from the lower court in the amount of US $364,000 or LTED Network Liberia, a Swedish company. The back page of the In Profile Daily newspaper. Bouaka sends Bangalore to El Triple RSC. Hassan Kyazolu Commission. PPC seizes, disposes expired fruit juice. The In Profile Daily is out for 40, only 40. The Liberian investigator in pursuit of truth and integrity. Next up, credible paper, reliable, authentic. You want to do business always with the Liberian Investigator newspaper. Celebrating 1 year of existence. Lead story, the Liberian Investigator. 14 days to homelessness. 14 days to homelessness. The paper is reporting with armed soldiers reportedly patrolling their doorsteps and a 14-day eviction clock taking down thousands of families at Monrovia 72nd Barracks, say the Liberian government's push for reclaim a military facility is driving school children, single mothers, and low-income workers towards sudden homelessness in the name of national security. That's the lead story of the Liberian Investigator newspaper. 14 days to homelessness. The other stories from page, Liberia pitches peace through growth. Unity Party officials Sarah Besloyanti, Gafwan, and others on the front page. EPA contains MNG gold as a spill. Road crashes killed 236. Road crashes killed 236. 236. The back page of the Liberian Investigator newspaper is all sports. Rewriting the narrative. Intel Sports lifts Liberian broadcasting to international quality. Winners Incorporated pull out, leaves National County Meat prices slash. The paper, Liberian Investigator celebrating 1 year of existence, is out for 50 Liberian dollars. Reasonable amount. You want to get a copy, please. That will take us to the Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. Lead story, EU 42 million Southeast electricity project faces audit amid deficiencies. The lead story of the Oracle News Daily, EU 42 million Southeast electricity project faces audit amid deficiencies. Mamaka billeted 35 yellow machines sent back to sender. Don't want to laugh, but I'm forced to laugh because that sub-lead story is provoking. These newspaper writers are so good. That's the sub-lead story. Mamaka Ability 35 yellow machines sent back to sender. She's on the front page in her yellow. The bullet Joseph Yema Boaka, they use him, they toss him to and fro. They profited. Now they have turned to plan B, yet want to use the people as stooges, as peasants, as people who don't have reasoning ability, with the announcement sending 35 machines back. Let it be saying broad day, the same way you paraded these machines broad day. Let us see it the same broad day, going back to the free pole on the ship, and then we'll be convinced. Until then, it is a lie. The back page, Boakai consults Joel as ex-first family mourns son. The two of them on the back page, the woman showed him a great deal of respect. The same CDC woman you and your people were insulting, the woman gave him a great deal of respect. PUL opens book of condolence for veteran journalist Frank Lobo. The Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you, is out for only 40 Liberian dollars, no more, no less. Hot pepper, we too belong. Next up, Lee story. President Boaka gave State of the Nation address. What is in it for Liberians? Yellow machines, road, full lane. Listen, anybody can preempt the president's address. The same old recitation, the same old thing. The man coming to get usual recitation. So what there? Boaka will not tell anything new. That's the same old thing. President Boaka gave State of the Nation address. What's in it for Liberians? Monday. That's next week, Monday. The Monday that is coming. It will be the 29th. We hope that he doesn't faint. This is the back page. President Boaka pays condolence visit to former VP Taylor as she mourns her son. The two of them are on the back page. Liberian-American collaboration launches cultural and humanitarian initiative. The hot pepper newspaper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. Only 40. No more, no less. Next is the news, the nation's news since 1989. Lee story. Senator talks of impeaching George amid Clark Weir Foundation legal tussle. Senator talks of impeaching George amid Clark Weir Foundation legal tussle. The senator aides, Nathaniel McGill, he gave a detailed explanation and explained the law, that there is every possibility within the law to impeach the judge if he allows himself to be twisted to and fro politically. And Senator McGill is on the front page, and Judge Roosevelt Willie, whom Unity Party is using. Every little piece of case, they chunk it to him. Everything they chunk it to him. We said from the onset, that's why he was appointed there. He's not there all by himself. He's there at the will and pleasure of the power that be. He is the judge that they're using as the surrogate. He is the surrogate judge. Nathaniel McGill is on the front page. The footnote story, front page. Government EU to undertake technical mission on 42 million energy program. The back page of the newspaper. Senators submit bill to establish labor codes. Senator submits bill to establish labor codes. 34-year-old woman battles stage 2 cervical cancer. Urgent treatment needed. The news, the nation's news since 1989. It's out for 40 Liberian dollars, only 40. You want to get a copy, if you haven't yet, of the newspaper, a Doyen newspaper. The last but not the least, and then we out, the Inquirer. Lee story, reflection, projection into Bwaka's 2026 SONA. Reflection, projection into Bwaka's 2026 SONA. He's on the front page, Unity Party President. AFL, UNICEF unite to shield children from violence. The back page of the Inquirer newspaper. Government will not buy previous yellow machines. PR discloses. Government will not buy previous yellow machines. But your president said that they were given to him by his friend. Then how you will not buy again? Here you go. It was not given on financial ground. That gave free. MCC dismisses officers for fraud, misconduct. Unity Party, MCC, Mayor John Farouk Siafar on the front page, the back page. The Inquirer is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. Thank you ever so much. That's all the time we've got to be with you on King's Local Daily, your radio vendor, 88.5. Just as we started, we go home that way. We got the statement clearly from Pro Tem Yombli Kanga Lawrence that next year, the national prayer, prayer breakfast, politically, George Weah will be included. That will show a sign of reconciliation. Why we accept the statement from the concern from Yombli Kanga Lawrence, but I don't think George Weah needs next year to be in Bwaka's presence. Neither does George Weah need to be in Bwaka's presence. George Weah only needs to be in the presence of God. That's all. That's what the Bible says. You don't need to be in Bwaka's presence. Satan and devil cannot be under the same roof. under no way. Satan and devil cannot be under the same roof. God said, what has dark got to do with light? What has dark got to do with light? So, Yombli Kanga Lawrence, we agree, Mama. Thank you. I sense how you felt guilty. I sense your countenance. You were not sitting in that room at Pinsville City Hall. You were not comfortable saying, look around, you saw all of the people, and one notable name wasn't there, George Weah. That's why you decided when your time came to make remarks, you would say it, and you said it. Thank you. We understand. But your boss man is vindictive, and you people have always supported him in his vindictive act. That's why he continued to lead a government of exclusion. George Weah does not need to be in Joseph Yema Boaka's presence. If you people think that's going to happen, well, it's up to George Weah, and it's up to God. He can decide. But given what has been happening since Boaka came to power, it convinces everybody that Joseph Yema Boaka hit George Weah to the core and doesn't want to see George Weah anywhere. How can George Weah get in his presence? You can have your reconciliation. God and Satan cannot be under the same roof. I see you. This is how King's Local Daily Recess for this week, to return afresh on next week, Monday. But before then, the news is on at 1, King's Newsroom. You want to join us for that, please. And then at 3, Real Talk. I'm Sam Andrews.
From the latest news to your favorite tunes, we've got your back morning, night, and afternoon. Join our family, connect with your crew. Kings FM 88.5, just for you.